While other retired military dogs are treated with care, this one is muzzled and locked in a cage, waiting for euthanasia. What a cruel fate. All the soldiers are terrified of him, but this veteran wants to tame the dog. He gathers his courage and slowly approaches the dog, who immediately stands up, alert and ready to attack at any moment. The veteran crouches about 2 meters away, cautiously reaching out to touch the dog. When the dog doesn't react, he relaxes and turns to show off to the soldiers, saying, "So this is the vicious dog you're all talking about? Just this?" But the very next second, despite wearing a muzzle, the dog scares Mark half to death. He quickly places the dog into the car, and as the dog continues to bark violently, Mark realizes the journey ahead won't be easy. Soon, he leaves the military camp with the dog. Not long after, the dog finally tires out and sits quietly in the cage. But Mark doesn't dare relax, as the soldiers had warned him about the dog's past. It turns out the dog was a hero, having accomplished countless feats in battle. But after his handler died, the dog developed post-traumatic stress disorder, becoming agitated, angry, and highly aggressive. No one could get close to him. Mark's mission was to take the dog to his handler's funeral, after which the dog would be euthanized. Sure enough, not long after, the dog becomes agitated again. Mark tries to calm him, but the dog doesn't listen, continuing to bark furiously. The muzzle has been on too long, and the dog is clearly uncomfortable. The noise makes it impossible for Mark to concentrate on driving, so he has no choice but to pull over. Mark gathers his courage, opens the cage, and, risking being bitten, carefully removes the dog's muzzle. Perhaps sensing Mark's kindness, the dog doesn't lash out this time. But as Mark attempts to pull the dog out, the dog starts barking again. Mark has no choice but to shut the cage and leave the dog alone in the car. As soon as Mark walks away, the dog destroys the cage. When Mark returns, he is stunned. The furious dog has wrecked his prized car. What was once a perfect leather seat is now shredded to pieces, like the work of 10 huskies. Although Mark is heartbroken, he doesn't dare open the door to stop the dog, fearing he might end up like the seats. With no other options, Mark pulls out his secret weapon. He stuffs a tranquilizer pill into a sausage and tosses it into the car. Soon enough, the dog falls for Mark's trick and finally quiets down.